Hello everyone, let us go for the next lecture, lecture 11. In the last two lectures we have seen some specific results, that is series solution of Bessel differential equation leading Bessel function, and we have seen properties of Bessel functions and recurrence relation, which is very helpful while we are solving the example. On the basis of those results we solve some examples today. Before going to the examples, you must know some standard results which are obtained by using the properties of Bessel functions. We have four results here. These three are the properties of gamma function which you are already known. See, using these results, using these properties, we get some specific results for the different values of n, which are very helpful while we are solving the example. Okay, here we have three results, that is gamma n is equal to n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1. These results we are already used in the derivations also. And second one is gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n into gamma n, and this can be written as gamma n is equal to gamma of n plus 1 divided by n. Just take this one in this side, we will get gamma of n is equal to gamma of n plus 1 divided by n, and we have a result, that is gamma of 1 by 2 is equal to root pi. This is a standard result. It has a derivation, but that is not necessary here. Just you have to remember what is gamma of 1 by 2. Here gamma of 1 by 2 is root pi. Using this result and these properties we solve, means we find for some specific values of n what will be the result. See, here I am written, that is use these two results for positive values, means for positive values of n use these two results, use any one, you get the same answer. And for negative value use this one, that is gamma of n is equal to gamma of n plus 1 divided by n. If you are taking n value as a positive, take any one of these two, and if you are taking n value as a negative, take this one, you will get the answer. Here I am giving some results with explanation, but for your syllabus there is no proof here. Just you have to remember these results. I am giving explanation. Explanation means I have given the method how to find the gamma values for specific value of n, just for increase your knowledge. Okay, gamma, we know that gamma of 1 by 2 is root pi. Let us see what will be the value of gamma of minus 1 by 2. Gamma of minus 1 by 2 is minus 2 into root pi. How to get this one? As I already said, if you are taking n value as minus, means negative value, take the third result. See, I am using the third one. Gamma of minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by minus 1 by 2. This is from 3, means from third result. 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is gamma of 1 by 2 all divided by minus 1 by 2. This can be written as minus 2 into gamma of 1 by 2. We already know that gamma of 1 by 2 is what? Root pi. Therefore gamma of minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus 2 into gamma of, minus 2 into root pi. Okay, next one. What will be the value of gamma of 3 by 2? Gamma of 3 by 2 is equal to root pi divided by 2. How we get this one? Gamma of 3 by 2 is equal to, as I say already, if you are taking n value as a positive, take any one of these two. Take either 1 or 2. Here I am taking the result 1. According to that, gamma of 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 into gamma of 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2. Therefore, it will be 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2. We know that gamma of 1 by 2 value is root pi. Therefore, root pi divided by 2. Next, go for the minus 3 by 2. This is for 3 by 2. This is for minus 3 by 2. What will be the value of gamma of 3 by minus 3 by 2? It will be 4 by 3 into root pi use here same from third result. Gamma of minus 3 by 2 is equal to gamma of minus 3 by 2 plus 1 whole divided by minus 3 by 2. This can be written as minus 2 by 3 into minus 3 by 2 plus 1, it is minus 1 by 2. We already know what will be the value of gamma of minus 1 by 2. Gamma of minus 1 by 2 is what? Minus 2 into root pi. Substitute that one, we get minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 into root pi. Here minus into 1 is plus, 2 into 2 4, 4 by 3 into root pi. Therefore gamma of minus 3 by 2 value is what? 4 by 3 into root pi. Similarly, gamma of 5 by 2 is equal to 3 by 4 into root pi. That is gamma of 5 by 2 is equal to, here also I am using result 1, 5 by 2 minus 1 into gamma of 5 by 2 minus 1. 5 by 2 minus 1 is 3 by 2, gamma of 3 by 2. We already know that gamma of 3 by 2 is root pi by 2. Therefore, it will be 3 by 4 into root pi. Next, gamma of minus 5 by 2 is equal to minus 8 divided by 15 into root pi. Use result 3. Gamma of minus 5 by 2 is equal to gamma of minus 5 by 2 plus 1 whole divided by minus 5 by 2. It will be minus 3 by 2 whole divided by minus 5 by 2. This can be written as minus 2 by 5 into gamma of minus 2 by 5 into gamma of 3 by minus 3 by 2. We already know that gamma of minus 3 by 2 is what? 4 by 3 into root pi. Multiply this to, what we will get is minus 8 divided by 15 into root pi. Similarly, gamma of 7 by 2 is equal to 15 into root pi divided by 8. Use result 1. What you will get? Minus 7 by 2 7 by 2 minus 1 into gamma of 7 by 2 minus 1. 7 by 2 minus 1 is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 into gamma of 5 by 2. 5 by 2 into gamma of 5 by 2 is already known, that is 3 by 4 into root pi. What we will get? 15 by 8 into root pi. Similarly, for gamma of minus 7 by 2. So use result 3. You will get what? Gamma of minus 7 by 2 is equal to 16 divided by 105 into root pi. This is how we have to calculate gamma values using those three results. Okay. And if you get any value other than this 7 by 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2, solve in the same way, you will get the result. Okay. If you have the positive value of n, use any one of the first or second result. If you have negative value for n, use the third result. You will get the required answer. You all must remember these results. Okay. And these results are also helpful in the third semester in modulo 1, that is Laplace transform. We solve many more examples on the basis of gamma values. These results are frequently used on that topic, so that please remember all these results for forever. Okay. Next, let us go for the examples. Example 1. Prove that, first one, j1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x, and second one is j minus 1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi x into cos x. Here I will solve this first one, and this second one is for homework. Okay, I will solve this one in the same way you will solve the second one. This is for homework. Let us go for the solution. By definition, we have Jn of x is equal to what? Summation r running from 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r x by 2 raised to n plus 2r into 1 divided by gamma of n plus r plus 1 into r factorial. Okay, from the definition of Bessel function, we know that Jn of x is equal to what? Summation r running from 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r x by 2 raised to n plus 2r into 1 divided by gamma of n plus r plus 1 into r factorial. Here our n value is what? 1 by 2. For the first result, our n value is 1 by 2. Substitute wherever n is there, substitute n as a 1 by 2. We get j 1 by 2 is j 1 by 2 of x is equal to, otherwise before this write putting n is equal to 1 by 2. Putting n is equal to 1 by 2 in 1. Name this as equation 1. Putting n is equal to 1 by 2 in equation 1. What we will get? J 1 by 2 of x is equal to summation 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r as it is x by 2. Here n value is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 2r 1 divided by gamma of 1 by 2 plus r plus 1 into r factorial, which is equal to in summation from 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r x by 2 in x by 2 raised to 1 by 2 plus 2r 1 divided by gamma of 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2, therefore it will be r plus 3 by 2 into r factorial, which is equal to, see here our summation values are for r, that is r is running from 0 to infinity. Here we have x by 2 raised to 1 by 2 into x by 2 raised to r. X by 2 raised to 1 by 2 is constant for this summation, so that first I will split this x by 2 raised to 1 by 2 plus r as x by 2 raised to 1 by 2 into x by 2 raised to r into 1 divided by gamma of r plus 3 by 2 into r factorial, and this can be written as x by 2 raised to 1 by 2 means what? It will be square root of x by 2 summation r running from 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r x by 2 raised to r 1 divided by gamma of r plus 3 by 2 into r factorial. Okay, on expanding, we have to expand this one. On expanding, we have j 1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of x by 2 as it is. We have to expand this one. Here values of r from 0 to infinity. First substitute value of r as 0. This is 1. This is 1. It will be what? 1 divided by 0 plus 3 by 2. 0 factorial is 1. Therefore it is 1 divided by gamma of 3 by 2. 1 divided by gamma of 3 by 2. Next, substitute the value of r as a 1. Minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1 into x by 2 into 1 divided by 1 plus 3 by 2. 1 plus 3 by 2 is what? 2 plus 3 divided by 2 is 5 by 2 into 1 factorial. This is what? Minus. Here we have minus 1 raised to 1 is 1. Minus 1. Here I will write minus. This is x by 2. So this is not r here. See here 1 by 2 plus 2r. Here I have forgotten to write 2r. 2r. This is also 2r. Therefore 2 into 1 is 2. 1 divided by gamma of 5 by 2 into 1 factorial. Next substitute 3. what you will get? Sorry, not 3, 2. This is for 0, this is for 1. Next value of r is 2. Minus 1 raised to 2 is plus 1. X by 2 raised to 2 into 2 is 4. We get here positive value. Therefore, minus 1 square is plus 1. X by 2 raised to 4. 1 divided by gamma of 2 plus 3 by 2 is 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 by 2. Therefore, gamma of 1 divided by gamma of 7 by 2 into 2 factorial. Next value is r value is 3. Minus 1 raised to 3 means we will get a negative value minus sign. So write at least 3 terms which is equal to. Okay, see here we have to substitute the value of gamma of 3 by 2, gamma of 5 by 2, gamma of 7 by 2, which I have already given in a note. What is the value of gamma of 3 by 2? What is the value of gamma of 5 by 2? What is the value of gamma of 7 by 2? Okay, now I will substitute those values here. See what we will get. Gamma, first is x square root of x by 2 into 1 divide. See, gamma of 3 by 2 value is what? Root pi divided by 2. 1 divided by root pi divided by 2 minus x by 2 whole square as it is. 1 factorial is what? 1 only. And gamma of 5 by 2 value is how much? This is root 3 into root pi divided by 4 plus x by 2 raised to 4 as it is. 1 divided by gamma of 7 by 2 value is 15 root pi divided by 8 into 2 factorial is how much? 2 factorial is 2 minus and so on. Okay, this can be written as, which is equal to square root of x by 2 root 1 divided by root pi by 2 can be written as 2 divided by root pi minus x divided by 2 whole square into 4 divided by 3 into root pi plus x divided by 2 whole raised to 4. It will be 8 divided by, this is, I will write first as it is. After that I would cancel the terms into root pi minus and so on. Okay, next square root of x by 2 into 2 by root pi as it is. See here we have x by 2 whole square means it is what? X square divided by 2 square, right? Minus x square divided by 2 square, 4 divided by 3 into root pi plus x raised to 4 divided by 2 raised to 4 into 8 divided by 15 into root pi into 2 minus and so on. Okay, see, which is equal to square root of x by 2 as it is. Root divided by 2 divided by root pi is also as it is minus 2 square 4 get cancel. Remaining is x square divided by 3 into root pi plus, here what we get, 2 raised to 4 is how much? 32. Here we have 8. When we cancel this one, what we'll get? This is 16. When we cancel this 1 za, it will be 2 za. 2 into 15 is 30. 30 into 2 is 60. Therefore, it is what? X raised to 4 divided by 60 into root pi minus and so on. X raised 2 raised to 4 is 16. Here cancel this one. 8 ones are 8 twos are. Here we get remaining is 2. 2 into 15 is 30. 30 into 2 is 60. Therefore, it will be x raised to 4 divided by 60 into root pi. See, from this expression, I will take 1 divided by root pi as a common. Okay. J 1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of 2 divided by x divided by 2. I am taking 1 divided by square root of pi as a common. The remainings are 2 minus x square divided by 3 plus x raised to 4 divided by 60 minus and so on. This can be written as square root of x divided by 2 into root pi, because 2 into pi. This is pi only. 1 divided by root pi can be written as square root of 1 by root pi. Therefore, it will be square root of x divided by 2 into root pi. This is as it is 2 minus x square divided by 3 plus x raised to 4 divided by 60 minus, this is also minus and so on. Here what we have to prove? J 1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of x divided by 2 pi into sin x. Right? We have to express J 1 by 2 of x as a 2 divided by pi x into sin x. So that we have to express these terms in a power series of sin x. Right? To change this expression as a power series of sin x, what I have to do is square root of x divided by 2 pi is as it is. In power series of sin x, the first term is what? The first term is x here, and that is not multiple of 2. So that our work is what? We have to cancel this 2 and multiply that to x. For that, I will consider 2 by x term as a common from this expression. Otherwise, multiply 2 by x to this expression. What you will get is 2 by x into, after multiplying that 2 by x, you can write directly, not necessary to write this expression. Just to avoid your confusion, I have written this expression x square divided by 3. I am taking common it as a, so not multiplying, dividing x by 2, 2 by x. We have dividing 2 by x, we have 1 divided by 2 by x can be written as, since all are in multiple, here we don't have to write the term. Here the term will come after taking the common factor, because all are in multiple here. 2 into, here I am dividing 2 by x means it is x by 2, not 2 by x, x by 2 into x square by 3 as it is, into it will be x divided by 2, this is a plus, minus x raised to 4 divided by 60 as it is, into x divided by 2 minus and so on. This is a 2 first term, second term means it is negative, not positive, and so on. I will write this expression once again clearly. X divided by 2 pi, 2 into x divided by 2 minus x square divided by 3 into x by 2 minus x raised to 4 divided by 60 into x by 2 minus and so on. This is the expression. Here I am dividing 2 by x throughout this expression, right? 2 by x, 2 divided by 2 by x can be written as x by 2. Here I am dividing. To balance that one, I have to multiply here. I have to multiply x by, sorry, 2 by x. See, when I multiply this to this expression, we will get the original form. If you want, write this 2 by x here also. Otherwise, write at the last. This can be written as square root of x divided by 2 pi into 2 divided by x into x minus x cube divided by 6 minus x raised to 5 divided by 120. 60 into 2 is 120. This is minus, this is plus, minus, this is plus, this is minus, minus and so on. Okay, which is equal to, here we have square root of 2 divided by x divided by 2 pi into 2 divided by x. We know that if you know the results, write directly. Otherwise, 2 can be written as what? Root 2 into root 2, and x can be written as root x into root x. Remaining is x minus x cube divided by 6 plus x raised to 5 divided by 120 minus and as it is. This 1 root 2 cancel with this 1 root 2 and 1 root x cancel with this 1 root x. The remaining is root 2 divided by, here we have root pi into root x. Remaining is as it is. This can be written as square root of 2 divided by x into pi or pi into x, x minus x cube divided by 6 plus x raised to 5 divided by 120. See, before that 6 can be written as 3 factorial and 120 can be written as what? 5 factorial. 6 can be written as 3 factorial and 120 can be written as 5 factorial minus and so on. See, this expression gives us what? Power series of sin x. Therefore, it is square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x. J 1 by 2 of x is equal to like this. Okay, next. See here, if you know the results directly, if you know directly how to take the common factor from this one and what will be the remaining term, directly take common factor as a x 2 by x and write what will be the remaining term in this expression. Otherwise, dividing and multiplying 2 by x to this expression, you will get the required expression, which is gives us a power series of sin x. Okay, solve the second one, that is j minus 1 by 2 of x yourself, and got square root of 2 divided by pi x into cos x as a result. See, I will write this here, multiplying and dividing 2 by x. We have multiplying and dividing 2 by x. We have, write the remaining ones. If you know how to take the common factor directly, go for that method also. Next example, starting from the expression for j 1 by 2 of x and j minus 1 by 2 of x, deduce expression for j 3 by 2 of x and j minus 2 by minus 3 by 2 of x. Here we have to use the result of j 1 by 2 of x and j minus 1 by 2 of x, and we have to reduce the expression for this 2. We have already obtained the following results, that is j 1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x, and j 1 by 2 of x is equal to minus 1 by 2 of x is equal to square root of 2 by pi x into cos x. Here we have to use this 2. Here we have to use this 2 means we can't go for the previous method. We can't go for the definition to find the j 3 by 2 of x and j minus 3 by 2 of x, because they are specifically mentioned that we have to use the previous results. Okay. Here we will use the recurrence relation. Let us consider the recurrence relation what is that, j n minus 1 of x plus j n plus 1 of x is equal to 2n divided by x into jn of x. See, here we have to use the recurrence relation because we have to use the previous results. See, here n value is what? N value is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 means here we get the 1 by 2. So that we have to use this recurrence relation. Now putting n is equal to 1 by 2 to find j 3 by 2 of x. Okay, take this is in bracket to find j 3 by 2 of x in this relation. Here we have to substitute the value of n as a 1 by 2, because when you substitute it as a 1 by 2, it will give a minus 1 by 2. This is 3 by 2, this is 1 by 2. So that you have to use the previous results, which is equal to j 3 by 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 is a 3 by 2. J 3 by 2 of x is equal to 2n by x as it is. J n value is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 of x. See, we are using both the results. Now we have to find the j 3 by 2 of x. So that take this j minus 1 by 2 of x in this side. What we will get is j 3 by 2 of x is equal to, and see here value of n is 1 by 2, therefore it is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. This 2 get cancelled, we get only 1 by x. J 1 by 2 of x, here it is in positive, it will be negative. J minus 1 by 2 of x. Now use the results. 1 by x, j 1 by 2 of x is square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x minus square root of 2 divided by pi x into cos x. This is the known results, which is equal to, in this 2 term what is common, 2 divided by pi x is common, it will be sin x divided by x minus cos x. This can also be written as, which is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x minus x sin x, x cos x divided by x. There I am taking x as LCM. J 3 by 2 of x is equal to square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x minus x cos x divided by x. This is the result. Next, to find j minus 3 by 2 of x, just substitute n is equal to minus 1. Also, by putting n is equal to minus 1 by 2 in relation, we have j relation is this one. When we substitute n as minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 minus 1, it is minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2 x plus j n is j n plus 1. N, here n value is minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 plus 1, it is plus 1 by 2 of x is equal to, here 2 into minus 1 by 2 divided by x into j minus 1 by 2 of x. Here we have to find this one, minus 3 by 2 of x is equal to 2 get cancelled, minus 1 divided by x, j minus 1 by 2 of x minus j 1 by 2 of x, which is equal to minus 1 by x. This is what? Square root of 2 by pi x into sin x minus square root of 2 by, sorry, it is minus 1 by 2 of x, means it is a cos x, and square j 1 by 2 of x means 2 square root of 2 divided by pi x into sin x. Okay, now which is equal to, from this 2 term I will take negative sign common, minus square root of, here I will write this term first, it will be square root of 2 divided by pi x sin x minus, it has a plus 1 by x into square root of 2 divided by pi x into cos x. Now I will take square root of 1 by 2 x is common and take the LCM as x. We get minus square root of 2 divided by pi x, as same as the previous one. I will take x as a LCM, x sin x plus cos x divided by x. This is what result for j minus 3 by 2 of x. This is the required result. Okay, this is how you have to solve the examples using the previous results. Okay.